good, guys? It's NYC Mari. Today I'm gonna be showing my settings in Warzone in case you wanna try them. Now for my controller settings, we are I use tactical because when I use I'm a claw person, so when I play claw I should just move move my fingers without having to change without having to move my fingers when in the battle. So I use tactical. Now I don't understand people who plays L1 and R1 because those actually hurt my fingers. So no, I'm not putting that on. Control vibration. This actually makes you move your fingers when the vibrate goes on. So when you try to be steady with it, it keeps moving with your right stick. It keeps moving your right thumb with your right stick. So it'll be hard to have sticky aim. So in my opinion, keep this off. And for the dead zone inputs, left stick min for 2. Now it took me a while to get used to this, but this is why I originally stuck with in Warzone Season 1, and it turns out it's still the meta, and I don't left stick max on 99 because, well, I actually didn't leave this alone. I actually didn't mess with it. Not I actually didn't like touch this. I just kept it because if I keep it like more down, it just makes it worse in my opinion. So just use this. Either this or this will be much better. Or you can use 80, but 99 or 100 is much better. Right stick min for 8. I use this for like when I aim in. I hold my right stick down. When holding your right stick down, is don't hold it all the way down. I see YouTubers saying hold your right stick down, and I think some people don't know what they mean when they say hold your right stick down, because I bet some people in the comments think that they had to hold it all the way down. Just hold it a tad bit down, which will have your aim. Oh, actually, when you go in the firing range, just use L2 and R2, and it's also good for PC, and Xbox. But hold L2 and R2 at the same time, and if it veers off to the top left, then use your right stick to veer down to the bottom right. Use your right stick to go down to the bottom right, well, diagonally right. Down diagonally right. And then my right stick match, I just did this. Well, for one, I didn't touch it at all again. And L2 and R2, I'm not an instant type of person, so I just keep it like 1-1. For aiming sensitivity multiplier, I did 0.9. Because when I just use one, it just didn't work out. Yeah, when I tried to do the tip, it didn't work. So, and plus it was too much to move. So it will be your when you move it with your right stick, it will be a little bit fast. You gotta keep up with it. Um, Tap all this on motion sensor, advanced settings. I don't mess with this. It's just not something I think that has to do with me. For aiming advanced settings, I use instant. When I use gradual, um, I don't recommend gradual because one, when you're in a battle, it takes a while for you to be fully zoomed in. But when you're in instant, once you press L2, you're instantly there. So that's gonna be easier. After zoom, it takes too long. So I really recommend trying this, but yeah, it's this. I just kept this on. Precision. I tried this. It didn't really work out. I wouldn't recommend it. That's my thing. But for aim response carry type, I would choose dynamic. Season 3 and season 2. Wait, it's season 4, right? Yeah. So season 3, season 2, season 1. Season 2 and season 3. I recommend linear, but since we're season 4, I will go dynamic. You can choose linear all you want, but in my opinion, I rather dynamic. Now, for for costume sensitivity per zoom. I don't mess with this. It's not a thing that I think it's not a thing that I think that I have to mess with or touch it. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. And now for movement, so sprint is just obviously tactical sprint because if I go on my controller, I don't want to have to move forward and then click my left stick because to me that's too much work. Because if I just move my left stick up, it just automatically sprints, so it's much easier. Then if I go to show more, my sprint assist delay. I was thinking of putting this to 2, but I kept it on 0. And honestly, these should be on. They should stay on. Corner slice. I like having corner slice because what I think is that if you slide in a corner and you see someone, that's like the perfect time to shoot. For hybrid, this is easier because if I run and then just slide, it's much easier than if I use tap to slide. Then I'll have to click right stick and then click it again, but that's like too much. Well, right R3, but that's too much. But hybrid, you have to hold left stick. If you want to die, you gotta hold left stick, hold L3, and then you just gotta click right 3. I mean, when I say right 3, R3, which makes it easier for the dive. Now I don't use automatic airborne mantle because it just it's not a thing that works out. Because let's say I'm at a window and I'm shooting at someone, it cancels you shooting. So that's just like the easiest and quickest way to do sprint restore. This is like one of the glitches. Sprint restore doesn't matter. Slide maintain sprint. I just have this on. I didn't mess with it. Man cancels reload. So let's say you're really low. Let's say you've been shot and you're cracked. You have no plates or anything. Now if I climb on something and while I'm reloading, that's just like it slows down your movement. So I recommend this on, so it wouldn't slow down your movement and you don't die instantly. Now parachute automatic behavior, I keep this off because for free fall, when you do free fall or always, you like you before you land on the ground, it automatically pulls your parachute, so you like in the sky, which is much easier for you to just shot out of the sky. Now movement advanced settings, this is what I chose. I don't really touch this as much. Ground and manual, yeah. So my graphics, I didn't touch this much easier, but I would recommend 65 for any console or anything. Fidelity, FX, CAS, I'll turn that on, and the strength 100. Now I did minimal, but I actually recommend optimize. Minimal actually crashes your game. I was wondering yesterday. I was wondering what is it? Why my game kept crashing. So then when I turned it back to optimize, I was actually having much easier aim. So the view for field of view, I would do max 120, and for ADS field of view affected. Now I think it was originally independent, but once I put it affected, I don't know how to explain this, but it was just much easier to shoot people because as you see right here on the right, sort of on the bottom right, it says affected ADS zooms to a value closer to the field of view setting. Only applies to low magnification levels less than 3.25 edge, including iron sight. So this is what it's saying is that when you aim, the string gets much more closer than you think, so it's much easier. Weapon field of view, I just did wide because it just because if the weapon is bigger, if you choose narrow, the weapon will be bigger, which is gonna be hard to see in front of you when you're in a battle. So I wouldn't recommend this. Default, default isn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend default because it's technically like narrow, except it's like 80% and 20% narrow. So narrow and default is the same thing. Wide, if you use wide and the weapon will be smaller, you're able to when you aim, you're able to see what's in front of you. So you be able to constantly win battles. And for third person field of view, I don't think I changed this actually. No, I didn't change it. I just did this. I don't know why, but I just did. Oh no, wait, actually I do, because this is like one of those things when you're driving and then someone's casually chasing behind you. Now, if you have an arrow, you're not gonna see what's behind you, so you could just shot out of nowhere. And default, it's really the same thing as an arrow, but why when it's further, you're able to see behind you. Now these, I think they were originally 100. Yeah, these were originally 100. Go back to 50. Yeah. Make sure this is not. Alright, wasn't changed. But yeah, use tactical because it, well, you won't have to move your fingers at all. And it will take a while to get used to. But now for, well, I don't have, I'm not a verified YouTuber, so I'm not going to be able to show you everything. I'm not going to be able to show you actual gameplay. I will, but I would, but I'm not a verified YouTuber. So, as you see, when if I hold in, it's much closer. And when it's wide, it's smaller, so I have to see what's in front of me. And this is what the settings do to your aim. No matter it's AK-74 and LC-10, these guns are going to be easy to use. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I'd like you to subscribe, comment down below, and like the video. And comment to let me know how it feels. And see you next time.